Life in a ger is a very intimate one. A ger is basically a big round spacious tent. There is no privacy. No matter the size of your family, everybody is together. After the candle's been blown out, you can hear your siblings giggling and your parents whispering in their bed, and your goats chewing and wolves howling in the distance. It was hard for me to get used to it when I first visited my grandmother's. She was a nomadic pastoral herder in the western province of Mongolia. My sister and I used to spend our summer holidays there. I couldn't sleep because of all the noises. And then, after a while, these noises became my lullaby. Even though there was no privacy, I felt uniquely peaceful, knowing that I'm surrounded by my family and they're all safe. For a nomadic herder, livestock is everything. If your animals are well grazed, safe and multiplying, you're a rich man. If don't, you're a poor man. You have to protect your animals from predators, weather, and thieves. It's also a family business. Every member in the family has to contribute. As soon as child starts walking, he or she starts helping with the household chores. Small things such as telling your parents that the rain is coming, or fetching a stool for your mother when she is milking goats. So it is logical to have your whole family together in a ger and hearing everything that is going on outside. When I recall the times that I had spent with my grandmother, the first thing that comes to mind is mornings like these. She would always wake up before sunrise. You can't see anything because it's dark, but you could tell that someone is getting out of bed in your sleep. And then the sound of someone making a fire in a wood stove. Much striking sound and crackling of firewood. The smell of burning birch. Feeling the spread of heat from a stove around a ger. And then she would go outside for a while and check her animals and weather. Herders live at the mercy of nature. Weather forecast is essential. After coming back from this chore, she would make milk tea on a stove, which was the signal for us to wake up. She gave birth to 7 children and raised them alone after her husband died when she was young. She had many grandchildren and we would all come together at her ger during the summer months. It was like a playground. Because I wanted to be her favorite grandchild, I would always wake up earlier than my cousins and help her with some chores. When I do that, she would always kiss me on my forehead and reward me with some tasty arrow. I loved waking up earlier than others because it provided me with an opportunity to have an intimate one-on-one conversation with her about life and everything. During the day, because of the heavy workload, we had no time to have these kinds of quiet moments. Life in the countryside is such an eventful and busy one. She had lived through the Stalinist repressions in Mongolia, and I liked hearing the stories about that time. Her husband was accused of being anti-revolutionary once and was jailed for months. That dark times had left huge scar and deep fear in her heart, and I could see that in her eyes. She was a wonderful storyteller. She had never studied in school and could barely read and write. But she was more intelligent than any other person I knew. When it's raining outside, we all would sit around the stove and tell funny or scary stories while eating arroz and borsuk. We especially loved our grandma's stories about her life and old times. With every story, she would give us life lessons. I had never heard of her complaining about life and life being unfair, even though she lost her 2 children and her husband at a young age. I was close with her more than anyone. She was the best person I knew. Her unconditional love for her children and grandchildren taught me the important values of life. She passed away when I was 16. It was 2 months after I had come back from the countryside. When I said goodbye to her at the end of that summer, I didn't know that I was seeing her for the last time. It was the last time that I hugged her and received a kiss on my forehead from her. My life was never the same after that.